What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Monday night. Y'all know what that means. We're going to get some mock drafts going. Got everybody in the house. We got Mr. Lobster in the house. We got Bear Fans Pete in the house. And our man, Frito Bandito, Mr. Worldwide. What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Rich? I'm glad to have you on here.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on and everything, man. Look, it ain't no love if we can't all support each other, right, man? You guys have been doing a great job, and really excited about what you guys have been doing. So great job, man.
I wanted you to go ahead and, before we get started with what we got going on tonight, I want you to go ahead and, introduce yourself, talk about a little bit where you're from, and we'll get into some drafting.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about the mock draft, but yeah, man, I mean, for small people that follow me and stuff like that, I'm not really known around the world too much like you guys. You guys are famous, the infamous Mr. JC over here and stuff like that. So, but like I said, my name's Richard Gonzalez. Everybody knows me as the Frito Bandito. Recently, Mr. Worldwide and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things that's been sticking. And if you don't know, you might catch me down on a video running down the street, booty naked and everything.
Oh yeah, calling them out.
Yeah, look, I'm here. You guys asked me to join. I appreciate you guys letting me join. Look, I work with the team over here. You guys know them and stuff like that. Told us the titles. We've been doing it for a while and everything and stuff. And great group of guys and everything. And look, they got me into the business and everything from about 5 years ago. So really excited what they've been doing and what we've been doing together as a team.
Awesome, that's great.
It's awesome.
Great. Love it. And we're going to be near each other at the Fantasy Football, the booths.
I just wish I could be there to join you guys, man. Last year was the first time I met JC. Him and Iggy and everything came up to our booth and everything. I know Iggy jumped on our show at one point last year as a guest and everything. So Iggy, Iggy's always doing good things too, man. I love what he does.
Oh yeah, we love Iggy. Iggy's the man. We love having him as part of the, he's one of the guys at the top running stuff and does a lot of our betting. So if anybody's into that IDP stuff, he's the guy to ask. Yeah, so you're gonna catch us. You're gonna be you're not gonna be at the expo, but Toilets Title is gonna be there. They're gonna have a booth. We are also gonna have a booth, and y'all will be pretty close to us. Like I said, if y'all are going to the expo this year, you can catch me and Iggy. We're both going to be on panels this year, both for IDP stuff on Saturday at noon. I will be on a panel for IDP betting stuff. And then at noon on Sunday, I believe, Iggy's going to be on the main stage, and they're going to be doing IDP stuff. So that's pretty sweet. So come check us out, booth 14. Right when you come in and you start to go around the corner, that's where we'll be, and they'll be right around the corner as well. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to get some chill music going. We're going to get started. Pete, if you want to go ahead and get in there and make sure everybody's here, just get a little bit of a roll call. I know we got a bunch of people here already, but the rules tonight, what we're going to be doing is, we've been doing some redraft stuff. It is redraft season. So we're just going to get into some simple stuff, one quarterback, none of that super flex stuff. We're trying to stay away from that a little bit, get people away from that dynasty feel. But, we're going to do 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. I believe it's 3 flex and a tight end. I believe that's where we're at. And then 7 bench. So there should be a total of 16 players. It's full PPR. So y'all just remember that it is a full PPR.
Hey, question. Do you guys, anybody does standard anymore? Do you do any standard at all?
Half point. I don't know if I don't really get into standard. It does make your running backs a little bit more important, but half PPR, I feel like that's where you get more of a balance. That's what Iggy does a lot of. I think if we do any more, if we do an IDP league, because I know Mel has already asked me to kind of get an IDP league going, so I might just do a vanilla IDP league. So we can kind of introduce more people into that, so we can kind of integrate people into FF7s. So it'll still be kind of same scoring as what Iggy has, same layout as what Iggy has, but we'll just dumb it down a little bit for people and kind of make it a little bit easier for people to integrate into IDP, because it's kind of fun, then you can kind of build your team however the hell you want, if you want it to be, level between both, your offense or defense, or go hard offense, just grab some defense flyers, or you can just go heavy on defense, man. I've seen people go back to back, Alua Kuhn and like TJ Watt. You're like, oh shit, this guy's going to be scoring some big points on defense. But yeah, I mean, we're excited for tonight. Thanks for everyone joining. Thanks for everyone. If you're over on Twitter, I would suggest, just come over, hop on the YouTubes, give us a like, give us a subscribe. You can hop in here. We're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the night. So you got to be on YouTube's if you want to get yourself a free draft guide, consistency guide from Mr. Bob Blunk.
Awesome.
This is awesome. Yeah, definitely awesome. Got some really good stuff in here. But yeah, we'll be doing a giveaway at the end. All right. So now that we have everybody here, I know Mel loves her some IDP. What's up, Albert's in the house. Jerry's here. He said, hit that like button, everybody. I'm going to do real quick. We're going to do our draft order. You know how we're going to do it? Good old-fashioned.
Scramble it.
Give ourselves
the duck race. You know who's going to win.
Not the duck race.
I know.
Pete's
I don't like
win.
being included.
Will was thinking. We were just talking. He was like,
Thanks, Greg.
Hey, I got CD Lamb. I already knew. I said, watch.
All right, so
off the table.
Mel is here, so we'll do 69 for her. Set that. Everybody's name is in here. Now, somebody Frito, give me between 1 and 5.
Let's do 3.
All right, so 3 is we're gonna randomize it. I think Mel's in there laughing a little bit. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go.
I was the
Let's
number one.
go, and we're off.
I bet you I'm off.
So as this is going and everything, JC, what's your favorite position to draft at?
I like being in the middle, so that's why I kind of put I like being, 4. Even 4 can be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is where I like to be. I like to be in the middle. I don't like being on this year. I don't know. It's just something about this year where I don't want to be a guy who has to reach a lot or have to start a run. I want to be in the middle and kind of do my thing. Things kind of fall to me. What about yourself?
Yeah, you know what? I guess it really depends on the year and stuff, and it really kind of depends on the league you're in and stuff like that. So, I mean, currently I've been picking in the middle. I like 6 and 7 too. It's just the fact that you don't have to. You're kind of in the middle of every kind of run if a run does go.
Or you can pivot from that run. There's this opportunity to do that too. Like I said, I like to see how the draft kind of falls. I'm gonna get the 1, baby, and I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate everything about it.
We're just talking about it.
I'll trade a spot.
You jinxed yourself.
Let's see here. I think we're just gonna roll with what we got here.
Oh,
Damn.
8th.
Oh, thanks, 11th.
All right, so
You like them late picks though.
Man, it's horrible.
I know it sucks.
Especially with the running backs. There's not many. I don't know. There's too many. There's a big drop
So your
off.
first 2 picks, you're going running back.
all right, so
Joe
let me
Mixon.
tell me the
Devin
draft
Singletary.
order real quick. We got me, then who's next?
Mr. Worldwide.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
Duarte
Okay,
is
what's
3rd.
up? Who's 3rd?
Duarte.
All right, who's 4th?
PWTRPYRT.
Port.
Yeah. I wasn't attempting that one.
Yeah, I tried the other day too.
right,
Andrew
who's
Tux
at
Lupo. Andrew
At
Tux
5?
Lupo.
All right, who's at 6?
Rotten
What's up, Andrew?
Rose Petal.
Okay, who's at
That's
7?
my buddy from our other. We have a redraft league. What's up, bud? Country
yeah.
Country 179 is 7th. Yours truly, Will FF at 8th. Mr. Comments, the
Good killer.
Lions big fan there. Isn't that number 9? We got Sniper Mel coming in at 10th. She's already eyeing Jordan Love.
This back end is gonna be fun.
At 11th, we have Mr. Peter over there, Bear fan
right.
Pete, and 12th is Stack.
Okay, this bottom half right here. Ooh, this is gonna be fun to watch.
It's gonna be fun. I'm sniping every
Hey,
Chicago Bear.
How long are the clock? Is the clock?
60
30
seconds.
Oh,
okay.
60 seconds.
Woo.
Seconds.
Give my brain a little time to think. Rich, how do you feel about 30-second drafts?
I love it.
Love
The quicker you can draft, the better it is, man. And it really makes people kind of freak out and kind of panic. So you don't know what you're doing. You don't know. Look, you got to be looking like 2-3 rounds ahead as this is going, especially on a time clock like that. So I kind of like it because there's some people that always freak out. So players might drop a little bit better than what you expect.
Yeah. We had that like a few weeks back when we had Bob Lung on here and Gina. We seen like the whole Patriots team get drafted.
Yeah, dude. Gina suggested we do like I can't remember what she called it, but it was like and I was like, let's do 15-second clock drafts and just see how it goes. See how everyone's finishes. Just like it would be it'd be so fast, man. All right, good luck, everybody. We're gonna start the clock. Like I said, it is 60-second clock. 16 rounds. There's no third round reverse. Let me just double check to make sure it's not on there. There's no third round reversal. Remember, there's full PPR, 1 quarterback league. It is not super flex. I repeat, it is not super flex. It is not tight end premium. So it is just pretty much standard scoring. Besides, it is PPR, 1 quarterback, 2 running backs. Let me just show you guys the roster. 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 3 flex, which is either a wide receiver, running back, or tight end. And I believe it's 7 bench. A pretty standard league. I mean, anytime you get into pretty much a redraft startup, everyone I've been in, it's like 16 rounds. Pretty simple. Hey, got the Modelos out? All right, we're going to start. Cheers, everybody. Good luck, everybody. We are going to start the draft now. Boom.
Hey, you should pull a Mel and draft Jordan Love, number 1, since he's the number 1 quarterback.
Jaden Reed.
That was so awesome to watch. So who do I go here? Do I go CMC right away first, or do I kind of see? Because I don't know if I want those running backs there. I'd rather have my shot at somebody who I think is going to be the number 1. Still going to be McCaffrey.
Chanel goes, hell no.
That was so fun. So funny. I'm going to tell you who I was debating on going there and who I think still can finish. Amon Ra is the guy who I'm really high on this year. I think that he could finish the number 1 player.
Some people have him going wide receiver 1. I think he'll be that high.
And it's because Jared Goff
finished last year at 8.
Playing mostly indoors.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of high on him.
That's true too. Exactly. I keep forgetting about that.
Everything sets up well for him.
Look at these running backs just going off the board right now. I like to see it, though. I like to see it.
Keeping running backs relevant. A lot of people forget about them.
So, let's see 3 running backs. Breece Hall over Bijan?
Look, you guys have seen the way I've been drafting. I don't care where I'm at in the first round. To me, Breece Hall was the number 1 running back after Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, if McCaffrey was there, I would have took him. But man, I'm a little bit worried about McCaffrey this year too, and stuff like that. So I'm glad people are picking McCaffrey before it gets a chance to get to me and everything. So JC, I appreciate that.
I don't know if I'm really too worried about McCaffrey. I think Elijah Mitchell being healthy is going to help him continue to be healthy all year, and I'm not going to have to worry about. Andrew's on the clock.
Andrew, he was in the chat earlier. He said he hopes he doesn't time out.
Come on.
Then he timed out last time, I think.
He was just in the chat.
He was just here.
Odds are that's where he would have went.
Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
She said Andrew's not here. Yeah. So I think that I agree that Breece Hall is going to be elite this year. I think he's going to be better than Bijan because, just like you said, Pete, there's somebody else there. Oh, he said I'm here, app stalled. Make sure you just queue up. Then you can, if something happens, then you don't have to worry about not getting your player. But you know what, Pete, you were saying exactly about someone's right there, right behind Bijan too, doing the same thing. You know, we got
Algier.
You know, yeah, Algier, who was a 1,000-yard rusher before they decided to bring in Bijan. So same situation, you know, he's going to be there too.
Yeah, I mean, look at it last year. Look at it last year. I mean, even with Bijan there, Algier still had a solid year and everything. I know they keep on talking it up that they want to. They're going to be really pushing Bijan, but man, when you have a running back that has kind of shown what he can do in that offense, I get it. They got a new coach and everything and stuff like that, but man, if you're going to sit there and give the opportunity to give them some rest and stuff like that, man, do it so you have them for the whole year. It's a luxury for them to have those two running backs like that.
Yeah, I mean, they could. There's so many things that they could do. I mean, it's been done before. You know, they've done really, really well in Carolina.
Jordan Love.
And
sorry,
for the Mel.
Jordan
why
Love.
are we drafting Jordan Love
Mel.
in the first round? Do not do that anymore, Mel. I'm telling you.
Mel with Jordan Love at pick 1.
He's gonna die on the hill.
Mel, I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's a true fan.
But it's not effective. It's
I agree.
Ineffective. I'm just letting you know that we gotta teach you how to draft, Mel, because you can get your guys later than that. Like you could probably get Jordan Love in the 7th round, like 7 rounds later. At this point in the draft, you know, you're gonna take the guys that you know you can get the most value from, you know, and it's not Jordan Love. This isn't, you know, if it was PPR, it's understandable, but the talent that's here right now is just.
Ooh, Mel goes watch and see.
All right. Okay.
I like the confidence.
Draft. I mean, I guess draft how you want to draft, but I mean, if you want to draft efficiently,
just because he's the highest paid.
Yeah.
J-Lo. Ben Affleck drafted for Mel. Yeah, Mel's got a method to her madness. I wonder where Stack is going here.
I think I have Mel in FF7 and everything, and her team's probably going to line up with the way she's drafting tonight too. So,
well, shoot, she did pretty well. She beat some pretty big names last year in FF7s, and it was her first year playing fantasy football. Period.
You are still drafting in that one?
No, actually, we're done with that one. We just finished it out this morning.
Okay. Yeah, we finished ours like last week, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. We were the second ones to finish. We were the second ones to finish. I think Country was the last person to get in. No, they weren't.
Please don't.
They got him.
Oh, yes. He was going to snipe me.
Garrett Wilson. I mean, it's a good start. All right, so first round goes Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and Jamar Chase at 8, or Jamar Chase at 7, and Amon-Ra at 8. Oof. Gibbs, Jordan Love, Puka Nacua. Jonathan Taylor is nice here at the 12, man. Him and Amon-Ra St. Brown back-to-back. That's going to be a fun build for Stack. He's going to be able to get some elite talent there. Let's see here. Then Saquon Barkley, Isaiah Pacheco, Derrick Henry. So we get a little bit of a running back run here. Then Kyron Williams. Now we're starting another wide receiver run. Will, Greg says, I am not drafting Kyron at all.
How come?
I'll tell you.
I mean, I'm curious.
Blake Corum.
Oh, yes.
You have to remember.
How did I forget?
He's a big Michigan fan. And hey, but at the same time, there is a reason why they drafted Blake Corum in the first, or he was the first running back.
Why?
There's something wrong with Kyron's knee.
It's not what I'm hearing, but you could be right.
I feel like there's always something wrong with somebody's knee in that offense, especially if they're running back.
It's been that way for the past 4 years.
Or some kind of leg injury.
Gurley had the same issue, but I think they said Kyron was 100%. Was he 100% healthy? They were saying good stuff about him. I forgot the the article exactly, but I
Put
read
it
it
like
last week.
this. He wasn't doing what's that guy up in Cleveland who was lifting all those weights?
Nick Chubb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not doing that.
I mean, he's not
No.
the size of Nick Chubb either. Nick Chubb's a freak.
Nick Chubb is a tank.
He's an absolute freak.
He's like Marshawn Lynch,
So let's put all
like
the
built wise.
Deshaun Watson crap to the side. If this guy gets his crap together this year and plays the way he did in Houston, the Texans have a pretty decent offense. They could take. They can compete in the North, in the AFC North.
Who?
I mean, the Browns.
Oh, they'll find a way to mess it up, just like the Cowboys.
It's going to be a tough division though with the Bengals and the.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Bengals. I'm high on the Bengals this year. I like Bengals. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Who's the running back? I always draft him.
Look who just joined us.
Ooh, join.
Oh, Sniggity, put me in there too.
He doesn't even put me in the gentleman category.
Who is
I'm
that?
disappointed. Hot take.
I know.
I knew he was going to be
a
here.
Gentleman.
He goes, hey, gentlemen, and Will.
It's because you don't have a beard.
Those Cowboys suck. And Bears suck.
Giants suck.
There's another wide receiver that I thought about here. I'll talk about him, I guess, a little bit. He goes. Sam Laporta. Laporta. That's Pete's guy. He ain't falling to you down back there, Pete.
I know he will. Man, that guy, he could all-pro talent, man. I hate to say because he's in my division with the Bears, but man, the Lions got a super offense.
Super duper.
They do.
They do.
He goes super
Chase
duper.
Brown and Zach Moss, as Greg said.
Yes,
Chase Brown. Chase Brown's the running back you want to have there.
Chase Brown was the one I was thinking of. I don't know
Yeah.
why it slipped my mind. I drafted him in Scott Fishbowl. Late.
I mean, Zach Moss wasn't that. He wasn't terrible.
No.
He isn't, but Chase Brown, look, he knows the offense. I mean, they didn't change anything going into this season and everything, so he's going to have that opportunity and everything. He's young. Look, Zach Moss is going to have his touches and everything. It's kind of like having a situation when you have Montgomery and Gibbs. You know, you're going to have two good running backs there or anything, but if you had to pick between Gibbs and Montgomery, who would you choose? You're going to choose the younger one to go start out with, especially with what he did last year. Chase Brown is going to have that opportunity.
I think they'll both get opportunities. I think I feel like Zach Moss is going to see more of the 1-2 down. You'll see Chase because he was great catching last year. So I don't know. And he's good. I'm pretty sure he was pretty decent at pass protection too. So
Auto pick Josh Allen.
It is what it is.
That hurts.
You wanted Josh Allen.
Yeah, like the 5th.
Greg with Kelsey.
What's up, James? Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, James. Beautiful human.
Thank you for joining us, James. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We got our guy, Rich, the Frito Bandito. From
Mr.
Toilet
Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Grandpa Frito.
I'm a little bit of everything. I know. So Frito Bandito. So I actually work for Frito-Lay and everything. So that's kind of how I kind of gotten the name and everything. But when I was a district manager, I would go into accounts and everything. I'd walk in and I would say, hey, it's just your friendly neighborhood Frito Bandito coming in. So
that's the best, man. It's a good name for
Mr.
you.
Frito's neighborhood.
Mr. Worldwide. All right, let's see where Stack goes here. It's interesting to see people's builds on the turns. I mean, if I'm him, I go with wide receiver here. Let's see what's available.
What's up, Anthony?
Anthony in the building. Yeah, I
I hope
mean,
you're doing well.
there's some good receivers here. De La Cruz is laughing. He's giggling. Saw the Frito land. Mel said, saw the Frito land. Mel, she's so funny. Anthony said, nice start, Mel. The Jordan Love, Isaiah Pacheco, and
I smell sarcasm.
so Debo Samuel is actually the guy I was kind of looking at over here on the turn. Like, I really, really like him, and he's gonna be doing a lot of things this year. Like, he's gonna show out. And the one reason I like him so much is he is that team. Like, he has the boombox come out. He does all that stuff at the beginning. He's the whole show, man. Like, he's everything they use. They use him at every position. You know, like, he's an interesting guy.
What's up, Bayou?
Bayou, what up, man? What up, Bayou? Come on.
And what are you guys' thoughts on Tank Dell? Have you guys seen him in practice? Just in regular, like his little shorts and clothing that he's wearing.
What is
You guys
that?
know how small he is?
He is small, yeah, but he's fast. I mean, who else is really, really small? Slim Reaper. But he is great, man. Like, was it year 1 or year 2, I think, where he either had more catches or more yards than AJ Brown. They both were like swaps. One of them had more catches, one of them had more yards. But I mean, the one thing that Tank Dell, you know, that he has the upside over everybody else is that CJ Stroud handpicked him. He said, I want him on our team, and we saw the chemistry there. You know, Nico is the number one. And obviously, you know, there's already been a little bit of feistiness with Diggs. So, I mean, yeah, Dell, you're here, you know. Dela Cruz, Dell can be elite, man. He definitely can.
So, with all the rules changing and the defense really can't tackle anybody anymore, they worked out, and the receivers don't have to bulk up as much because they know they're not going to get popped. So
they're still going to get popped and everything. My worry is and stuff like that. And we saw it last year. I mean, yeah, he did great and everything, but he did get injured the first year into it, you know?
he did good for me in fantasy last year. And I picked him up in the last round.
De La Cruz said 2 tight ends this early is different. I don't know, man. I mean, tight ends can score. I mean, here's my thought on tight end. I mean, I feel like Kittle's a little early, Mel. You probably could have got him in 2 more rounds later. But and then him over McBride's kind of wild. Because the reason I say that is Kittle is, you know, a blocking professional. Like, they use him a lot as a blocker, and once in a while he'll have one nice big break off and he'll have a big catch for a touchdown. You know, he'll have 1 or 2 of those games where he'll have 2 touchdowns on like 5 catches, you know, for 80 yards or something crazy, you know. But Kittle is still, I think he's like tight end 7, 8. You know, like, you're really hoping for the big upside plays from Kittle. Man, I'm liking this. So this is tough.
You're doing what you said not to do.
Well, I'm actually kind of starting to like this guy, and him falling this far is crazy. Malik Neighbors and Cooper Kupp, dude. I have Cooper Kupp as my 4. Let's friggin' go. I mean, I have some young guys, Marvin Harrison, but he's gonna be the one. Chris Olave is gonna be the one. Malik Neighbors is gonna be the one. Cooper Kupp is probably gonna be sharing, but
yeah, but it's gonna be Daniel Jones or Tommy DeVito.
I don't know if it really matters. I think, you know, here's the thing. Here's something that I was listening to. I like to listen to CBS in the morning. They do a really, really good job over there. But one thing that they were saying here is what was one thing that happened with Eli? Eli had a really, really crazy year. He had 27 interceptions. It was he had below 4,000 yards passing. In comes Odell Beckham. The next year, he had an insane year. He dropped his interceptions, dropped to like 13 or 14 interceptions. Like, I feel like the same thing could happen with Daniel Jones. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be explosive, but that kind of talent coming in, Neighbors is great. You know, he is talented. There's people arguing that him and Marvin Harrison were, you know, people were talking about. They didn't know maybe who could be the better one out of the two. But obviously, landing spot was the reason for Neighbors. So, you know, here in the 4th round, you know, on the turn going into the 5th, I'm willing to take that, you know, that swing on the talent.
So, Hot Take says I have a stain in the middle of my hat, and I guess it's because I made the
Danny DeVito,
the Giants comment. Oh, he said Drew Lock, QB1.
Drew Lock, QB1. Hey, I'd be fine with that's all right too. I mean, I think he'd be all right. Pete, you have a stain in the middle of your hat. Hot Troll City. It's a lot of wishing with tight ends, says Dela Cruz. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm going to, but I feel like some people, the way they like to draft is that's a stable, you know, it's not many tight ends, you know, will give you those, you know, 15-point weeks every week, you know, or every other week, you know,
Oh, come on, dude.
consistency is going to be key, you know.
Yeah, in a standard, I mean, I don't want to say standard, but basically PPR, where to me it ain't tight end premium or anything like that. Typically, I'm not drafting a tight end this early, but when you come around, like, especially on a turn like that, when you got Sam Laporta sitting there, he's probably the only running tight end that I'm going to take this early. If they're gone, and normally the case is like if you're drafting in the middle, they're not generally going to fall to you unless you're specifically going after tight ends and everything. So usually what happens is they get picked on swings and everything, and people kind of take that choice away from you and everything. So normally, like I said, it wouldn't be the case, but man, you got to think of Sam Laporta, what he done in another year in this offense and everything. Amon and Sam Laporta are going to be the freaking breadwinners in that team.
Yeah, everybody is super high on Jameson Williams coming back again this year. I'm not going to believe that one bit until I start to see it. So,
100%.
I mean, with Jared Goff only having to play 3 games outside this year, I mean, the upside is massive for the receivers. So, I mean, if you can get that's a fun build, man. If you could do that build and then get Montgomery in there a week or two, like if you could get Laporta and Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then get Goff later, and then get Montgomery in round like 4, 5, or 6, I think is where he's going. Might be even 7. I think it's 6. But man, would that be a fun build? Because that team is going to be a high-scoring team.
I mean, ideally, the player you want to have from that team to take advantage of is going to be goal. So wherever you get him, like later on in the draft and everything, is going to be the real big piece that if you get it paired up right.
Rosalito says there's too many hands on that team. No, I don't. You can never have enough hands on a team.
Yeah, there's I don't know if there's too many hands on. You know, there's just hands, and then there's elite hands. There's 4 elite hands. You know, you got Gibbs and Montgomery, and Montgomery's really not going to catch a lot. He's just going to run for touchdowns. But you know, so you have 3 guys that are going to be mainly, you know, targeted on that team. So I would say that's. I mean, shit. Goff goes over. I mean, Goff could go for 500. You know, over 500 this year, and he could.
If he's
top 5
players, he's gonna. All those players are just going to be re-energized because you're picking this win, you're picking that way, and the players are just going to get a chance to catch their breath and then back to work. And then it's going to be hard to stop that offense.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference between teams with too many hands. I mean, the Lions ain't one of those teams that you got to worry about it. A prime example of a team where it's too many hands and you really want to be worried about it is the Green Bay Packers. They got so many receivers and stuff like that could go off any week and everything. And it's like, okay, which one you picking this week and everything? That one's one where you know it's real hard to kind of understand when they got so many options to go there. That's more of a worry than I would be about Laporta and Amon.
Yep, unhappy receivers. We see how that turns out.
Big draft energy in the building. What's up, my man?
What's up, Disco?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of different a lot of different places have different ADPs. You know, you're gonna wherever places. I mean, it obviously depends on scoring too.
What's up, TJ Goss?
Yeah, TJ, come over.
Yeah, you
hop
hit
over
me up the other
to
day.
YouTube. Come hop
Or
over
today,
the YouTube,
actually.
brother.
Yeah, come on over, bud.
Hop to the YouTube.
Yeah, and whoever's in the chat, you guys hang around. We're doing a giveaway after this. A 2024 Bob Long Fantasy
I love
Football
you.
Consistency Guide. So, if you're interested in it, it's pretty good. Got great numbers.
Yeah, that if you're into redraft and you're not like really playing Dynasty and you haven't heard about it yet, you're missing out. That thing's got numbers, strategies. It's the number one seller for fantasy on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, JC. It's
Yep.
awesome.
Number one seller on Amazon. Big, yeah. That I feel like sleeper updates. They got to be updated every day. I'm pretty sure. In drafters, I most likely has updated data. So drafter it has to be updated daily. Yeah, it's probably because it's a live, you know, where people are drafting for money.
It's good stuff, Anthony. He breaks everything down by tiers, and
Yeah.
man, it's got the numbers, it's got percentages, everything that you want to have as a drafter for fantasy football. I mean, just so many numbers. Can't go wrong.
And if you guys didn't know, the author Bob Long is also the creator and the head honcho for the Fantasy Football Expo.
Yes, he is.
And he's nothing short of a class act. Such a good dude. Just fun to talk football with.
He is a great dude, great human.
Yep.
That was probably one of the best drafts. That was just hilarious.
That was one of the most memorable for me. Yep.
I mean, who would have thought you see Bob Long and say, "Oh shit, I timed out."
Yeah, I know. Didn't all three of us do it that mock?
Yeah, all of us.
All
did.
three of us did it.
Dude, that was a fast mock, dude. It was so
That's
fast.
where Hawk season started. Not Hawk Tua, Hawk season.
Yeah, where I accidentally drafted him in the third round.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I was trying to look at his stats because I was going to try to compare some stuff for like how he played with Pitts and comparing some of that stuff. And instead of clicking the player card, I clicked the draft card. I'm like, son of a bitch. Move that ADP up, baby.
So whenever somebody drafts Hawkinson, it's called Hawk season, and that's a referral to JC.
Oh yeah.
Now I understand. It makes all the sense.
Forever burden.
Hawk season. Look at a
Forever
pirate
hungry.
like that.
Forever
See,
home.
this is where, man. Oh, I'm not drafting him.
Puka. So yeah, Puka, Saquon, Calvin Ridley. I like that. I thought about him too. I knew he was going to come back to me, but Chris Godwin, dude. If Evans goes down, Godwin's going to have a great, and McMillan too. I love him late.
Don't jinx my draft.
Oh, I mean, I'm saying Calvin Ridley's good. Oof. Cheech and Chong over here.
That came out of nowhere. Sorry.
This is pretty low for Allen. Is there something wrong besides quarterback? Keenan Allen. I don't think there's anything wrong with quarterback, and I don't feel like it's that low for Keenan Allen. I think it's a good. I mean, I
It's
look
right
at
around
Keenan
the right spot.
there too, but I mean, I'd rather have Chris Godwin over him. Terry McLaurin is the wide receiver one on a team, so I'd rather have him too. Deontay Johnson could technically be the one. Allen won't be the one. DJ Moore will be the one, and Allen's going to get a lot of that slot work, but Dunze is going to get work too. I mean, I think there's these guys in front of him that I'd rather have. Keenan Allen could get injured too. I mean, he's old, man. What is he, 33 now?
Yep.
Yeah,
I was gonna have the whole wide receiver core.
The one thing about Keenan Allen and stuff like that, if you're getting him this late, I mean, it's good value and stuff like that. It's like, when I draft and everything, when I put a team together and everything, is I'm looking at players. In the first 3 rounds, you should be drafting players that is gonna get hot, where you're looking for 20 points and stuff like that. And then after that, my philosophy is I'm trying to find people that are consistently gonna give me 10 points on a weekly basis. You put a team around that basis and stuff like that, you're gonna constantly have higher chances of winning. So to get him at that round, you can 10 is a great floor for him there, and there should be no reason why he doesn't get 10 points. That's a great value there at that point.
Man, we got Will over here pushing up the ADP on David Montgomery, big time, like 3 rounds ahead.
Oh, I'm all in on Montgomery.
2 rounds ahead. Montgomery.
You must have read Tip's
I did. I shared it.
the sting on TikTok.
He's 100% correct. Everybody's
Yeah.
sleeping on Montgomery. He's going to be a monster because he's going to be utilized mostly. He's mostly going to be in the running game. They're talking about Gibbs being more of a pass catcher, which only brings him up in PPR. But Montgomery's going to be a red zone running back, and he's bringing in touchdowns. I mean, that's the kind of guy I want. And I'm seeing him going late, like 14, 15. I'm picking him up at 3. I think he has too much value.
That's crazy.
I agree.
3rd round is just woo.
Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, I'm taking my chance on him in this one.
You know what? Hey, I love it on the auto because they're taking players I don't want to touch. Jordan Addison, Tony.
Nice one that works out.
Yeah, Jordan Addison, Tony Pollard. No, thank you. Yeah, I agree, Anthony. I just feel like you can get him. I think you can get him later. I feel like he's going to fall later than that. I look at this. The players that I see here taking, like Eckler should not have gone there. Yeah, I feel like Cook. There's just better players. Oof.
All right, time to start.
Guys, though, get your guys.
You know, I was gonna take Dak and my last pick, but I opted for Kyler Murray. He's got younger talent, younger receivers, and an upset quarterback not getting paid right now. I mean, yeah, the wide receiver got paid, but I don't know. Who's it gonna be? The Cowboys got to let somebody go or let somebody walk. Micah Parsons or Dak, because neither one of them are going to take a discount. Dak's not at his point in his career.
Dak is out of his mind.
Yeah,
asking for $60 million. That's the problem.
Well, the problem is quarterbacks like I'm not saying this because he's a Packer, but like Jordan Love getting the type of money that he did after one season is what drives the market up. And I get it because quarterbacks are hard to come by, but it ruins the whole market. It ruins.
Oh, I agree.
Cap space.
I agree. I mean, he wants to be number 1 paid quarterback. He's asking for all this absorbent amount of money from a team who's got cap space issues, major cap space issues. And the person that's going to suffer from it all is going to be Parsons. Which I don't want to lose Parsons either. Sorry if I lose power because that light just flickering like that. If I lose power, I'm sorry.
They got a crazy storm going.
Yeah, they just had a storm that just passed, but they said they lose power up here if the wind blows in a different direction.
Oh, if the wind blows at all.
Yeah, we're upstate New York. We're in Lake George, so I guess the power lines are above ground in Florida where I'm at. They're
Just
underground.
hold on to something if you start to fly away.
I'll see if I can switch it over to my phone, but
James,
Dak is definitely a Cowboys' best bet, but not at that price. Dak is not a bad quarterback. He's not a bad fantasy quarterback either. He folds under pressure. I'm hoping bringing Zeke back will light a fire under him.
If Dak
Praying
hits
is more the
the
word.
market, he's going to get well into $60 million.
What
I think it's smart for him to just do that.
What if Jerry Jones, just is ready to reset? He's got his young wide receiver locked up. I mean, man, they got running back problems. I don't care what anybody says. Rico is not the guy. He is not going to.
They're talking about him not making the team now.
See what I'm
Because
saying?
Royce Freeman has stepped up, and then
Oh,
obviously
that's
Elliott's going to be
terrible.
that one.
Zeke and Royce Freeman.
Royce Freeman.
Yeah.
The ghost of Royce Freeman. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, Frito, I like that. I like that Myers pick.
Yeah, see, so here's the one thing and stuff like that, guys. Especially just the group that we're in right now and stuff like that. We all know the players that we want. The fact that I got right next to JC is I got to go and take my guy sooner and everything. And that's what it comes to, like knowing when you're going into a draft and knowing the team, the league that you're in and everything, is when you know what they're going. That's when you got to go for your guy and everything. And look, right now he's a bench player and everything, but he's a good plug and play and stuff like that to have on my squad and everything, because he's another player that can consistently score 10 points.
Yep, I agree with you. No, I agree 100% with you. I'm pretty high on Jacoby Myers. I honestly, I like it. I mean, you're a big Aiden fan, but I like Minshew, dude. We saw what Minshew made.
I would like to hear.
Pittman. Man, he made Pittman very consistent. You know,
I'd like to hear what the Raiders fan thinks, Minshew or Aiden. I know he's a big Aiden O'Connell fan, but I've been wanting to hear why. Why Aiden O'Connell?
Yeah, so why Aiden O'Connell? I mean, I don't know. If it wasn't for the team he was on last year and everything, and that he got drafted in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, whatever he got drafted in, he was the second best QB last year of all QBs. Okay, and that's in the turmoil that he went and stuff like that. Okay, look, Minshew's Minshew. Okay, he's been a backup. He's been a traveling QB the whole time and everything. Yes, he is a great QB to have on your team and stuff like that. He's a good bridge QB and stuff like that. But you got a young QB that has the potential and stuff like that to if you give him the chance and give him the right look. He has a coach that is backing him 100%. Okay, if it wasn't for where he got drafted and who he was and stuff like that, teams would be, if he was drafted in the 1st round, teams would be talking about him different.
I agree 100% what Rich said. I think it's going to be Aiden O'Connell. Why would you backpedal when you got a young quarterback? Let him go. Let him play.
I agree. I think Aiden O'Connell is going to get the first 3 weeks, and then Minshew is going to take over. That's why I kind of like grabbing Minshew, you know, especially in best ball. Last round, second to last round. Like him and Sam Howell are kind of the guys I'm grabbing there, just in case. You know, Sam Howell had the most, you know, passing attempts in the NFL last year. He finished as the top 7 quarterback in most leagues. So
I get it. I get this. AOC is a career backup, just like Minshew. I get it 100% and stuff like that. But if he is, go ahead and play it out, play him and everything. Because what are you doing? You're setting yourself up for the next year. You got Shadur Sanders coming out. You're gonna have some good options and stuff like that. I'm backing him no matter what, because I think he has potential and everything. But put yourself in a situation where you got someone young and stuff like that. Look, Devontae Adams is backing him and everything. Look, it could go any different ways and stuff like that. Yes, he could be a Sam Darnold. He could be whatever you want. He could be Stroud. If it could go either direction. Okay, go ahead and play your young guy and everything and stuff. That gives you that option. We already know what Minshew is. Let's go ahead and give AOC a chance and stuff like that and see what happens.
Yep. And then, man, the Raiders defense, they're gonna eat teams alive.
yeah, they definitely are. They're definitely going to eat teams alive.
I wish Max Crosby was a Bear. He'd look great in the Bears uniform.
He'd waste his talent, though.
What? All we do is build defenses. We don't. That's why we've never had a quarterback. We don't know how to build.
I know.
The quarterback. Develop a quarterback. We could develop a defense. I mean, I love our defenses, but like the problem is, I mean, change it up. I think the owners just we love defense, and they're so enamored with the '85 Bears and the monsters of the Midway. And no, look at this is what year is this? 2024. Come on,
Yeah.
hey, Leave me alone. I forget it's my birthday sometimes. You know, I want to change it up. I want to see an explosive offense. The last time we did, we had it with Jay Cutler. They brought Mike Martz in, and they decided to trade. What's the tight end they traded to Carolina? And he went off to have a great career, a Hall of Fame career.
I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about
Olsen.
Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen.
Oh, Greg Olsen.
Yeah, because he couldn't block. That's why they traded him.
He definitely showed he could. I don't know who I want here. I'm just gonna probably take a little bit of a reach. Never mind. Frito drafted him right in front of me.
That's
Never mind.
That's a good pick, Dalton Schultz with the 10. A lot of people don't sleep on that tight end there.
I'm gonna grab another quarterback here just for fun.
And if anybody is interested, tonight we are still going to do Drafters After Dark, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be doing what, $2 drafts?
James said no players to read. Yeah, $2 drafts tonight.
So jump in, hit us up on Twitter. You can see our ads. There's JC's is up there, Will's is right there, mine's is right there, and then hit Frito Bandito up too.
Yeah, my name's wrong for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, if you ain't following me, go ahead and follow me and stuff like that. I don't talk much, but when I do, I have a few funny things to say.
You got those good one-liners.
And we also the four of us collect cards, sports cards.
Oh yeah.
So, if you guys ever want to get in on us, JC's
Those
got
are
some
fun.
breaks and stuff going on.
Those are fun.
We got one up right now.
Oh, the breaks are fun. The
Yes,
breaks
they
are
are.
fun. I don't know why I drafted another quarterback. You really threw me off with the Chuba Hubbard pick.
Yeah, Chuba. Hey, a lot of people are going to be sleeping on Chuba Hubbard. Look, the coach is backing him 100%. Gave him the captain, and I mean, look, he said that's one of his guys that he's going to lean on.
Yeah, I mean, especially Jonathan Brooks isn't going to be back until. I mean, everyone says he'll be back, but there's literally no reason for him to come back. I mean, at all. I mean, Chuba Hubbard was great last year. He put up some big numbers. Obviously Miles Sanders is still there, but he's not going to do much. Jonathan Brooks, once he's back and he's healthy, I mean, then he'll come in strong. I mean, the reason I like to grab him, all right, I have him there as my third running back. All right, if he comes back healthy and he's great, I can either fill him in at my flex, go have that late year push with a strong running back. If anybody goes down, I got that guy there. I wanted to have Chuba there just solidify that whole position there in Carolina, but good pick. A lot of guys have been falling to me, but one guy that got sniped for me was Murray. Got sniped by somebody who doesn't have anybody on that team. Mr. Bear Fans Pete drafted Kyler Murray with nobody that is on that team.
He didn't want
What?
Dak Prescott.
What?
That's what he said.
Yeah, I didn't want Dak Prescott. You missed that whole speech?
He didn't want Dak Prescott, but forgot about
Check that
all
out.
the other QBs on the list.
Yeah. Could have waited later and got your guy Caleb. You could have let me have Kyler.
Otto got him.
Yeah, way down there. Way down there. I'm being salty.
What's wrong with Kyler?
Well, you got
He
nobody
wanted
to
him.
check him with.
This isn't drafters.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Wow, Clint. That's actually pretty funny. Last night I drafted a DK single entry best ball. Guy took Patrick Mahomes and drafted 4 QBs.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
Wow.
I'd have to check out of that draft.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, I agree, James. Yeah, Chuba's gonna get a lot of work. Andrew said Duarte looking solid.
Pete, you know you're on the clock, right?
I don't rush me. We got a 1 minute clock.
Said, don't rush me.
Don't push me.
Jesus. All right. There. I'm hoping that somebody falls to me. I didn't want to reach for him. I'm not going to say who it is. And let's see if he comes back to me. Let's
He's
see.
not. Tell me who it is so I can draft him.
Yeah, send me a private chat.
Okay.
Who it is.
Do the private chat in here.
Wait do we got here? I'll tell you right now. Go, come back. Go get him.
All right. I'm drafting him right now.
Or no, the ageless wonder, Mercedes Lewis.
I'm gonna. I know who is it. I know who it is.
And I see. I shouldn't have said that because now you do know who it is. And
Clint said he wants the Millie Drafters tickets. Fridays. Fridays. Do it
that
on
was
Friday.
a long Friday. We need to
Friday.
stop.
Yeah, we got on Fridays we do trivia, and you got basically we do duck race for trivia. So know your trivia. We got to figure out, and you got to watch throughout the week too, because we talk about what movies we're going to be watching. We got to figure out who do we want to watch this week. What actor do we want to watch this week? What comedian?
I already got it because he already has a new movie out.
Clint says his last name is Friday, so he auto wins it. What'd you say, Pete?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
So should we just do Beverly
The
Hills
Nutty
Cop?
Professor?
Beverly Hills Cop?
Oh, yeah.
one?
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yep.
Is 4 even out yet to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
just
in the
watched-
theaters, though.
No, it's
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Oh, Netflix, sorry.
I watched it already. It's all right.
Hey, don't he look still kind of young? Or is that a lot of makeup?
Yeah,
Botox,
I mean,
maybe Botox.
he's definitely got some work done.
How do you think I got these charming looks? It's still Botox, baby.
He's in Cali. It's like an unwritten rule.
I didn't know. I don't know if Eddie Murphy's like
I'm
that.
kidding.
He's a Detroit guy.
All right, dude, I'm really, really high on Ty Chandler this year. We saw what he did, when he got the opportunity, because obviously Alexander Madison was not the guy. Anybody who thought he was. Ugh.
Did somebody take Zamir White? I want to check in with that.
What was that?
Someone might have took him.
Because that's that. Oh, he loves Zamir White and Rashad Bateman. He said,
I don't like either of them. I have
He loves
Jared
Rashad Bateman.
I do not. I wouldn't even
trying to
draft
get my
him in the
zebra,
last round.
Rashad Bateman.
I wouldn't
Wow.
have drafted him in the last round.
oh boy, now I'm on edge. In the 13th round, I'm on edge.
Comedies. Next week is the Expo week.
Yeah, we do comedies. I don't think Denzel's ever done a comedy.
No. I do like Inside Man. That was a good movie. Yeah, we'll probably do. Let's do that. Beverly Hills. I love Beverly Hills Cop. That shit is so funny. First one
Yeah,
is
the newest one.
I haven't seen the newest one yet, but 1 through 3
Me
are
neither.
great.
Nah, I didn't like the third one. That whole
We're picking an actor because we're doing movies through the week, and then trivia is on Friday.
disco,
Trivia is on Friday.
you were. What did we do on the last one?
Ace Ventura,
Ace Ventura.
1 and 2. Yes, we did. Oh, The Replacements is good.
That's a good movie.
We'll do that. We'll probably do a
Yeah.
week of we'll probably do a week of either football movies or just because we get closer to the season. So it'll be like a week of football movies.
See, well, I like that. Tyler Algier at the
Thank you.
13.
Whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
That's a funny movie too. Whole 10 yards.
I'm surprised he fell to me at 13.
I'm
Tyler
actually-
Algier.
Oh. Oh.
Everybody-
My last 2 picks are sleepers. I'm saying before Algier, however you say his name, I can never pronounce it. Hulk
Algier.
and Palmer are 100% sleepers this year.
And he
Hulk will
fell
be wide
to me.
receiver 1, and Palmer will be wide receiver 1 in LA. Chargers.
I got my guy.
I think Ladd will be the wide receiver 1.
Even if Ladd is 1, you're gonna see Palmer still see a lot of touches because
I don't
him and
know,
Herbert
man.
connect together.
See, I can't think of his name. Quentin
Pollard.
Johnson. He's he's looked
He's
good.
also a sleeper too. Yeah,
Please do not say that he's good. He's also a guy
I didn't say he was good. I said, hey, and if I did say he's good, what?
he's Ooh. So this is
Did he mess up your season?
it's so
man?
funny watching you
look,
too.
look at Josh
Go back
Palmer.
at
Look
it.
at these stats, man. Like I don't see that being like exciting.
He has upside.
He does have upside.
I mean, usually when I
Because-
see upside, it's players when you're like, all right, who's
They
got
don't
up-
have Allen anymore, and they've been
This-
connecting in training camp. I've been watching the training camp videos, and like Malik Neighbors and Daniel Jones, they've been connecting. Although
I gotta go.
Not
find a
big on
Chargers
Daniel
fan
Jones.
and talk to them.
Hey, Clint. Hey, I picked up Deneric Prince last year and put him on taxi squads and stuff like that because kind of the same thing like this year. Look, he's making a little noise in camp and everything. Did you really even see him at all last year? No, and stuff like that. It's not someone you're wanting to go after in redrafts and stuff like that. So if you have where you're doing dynasty and everything, he might be someone you might want to pick up just on a deep stash. But you know, the way I look at him is I look at him as another Justice Hill. There was always talk around Justice Hill, and it's one of those things that 3-4 years down the road and stuff like that, he might get an opportunity.
Look at all these people talking trash about Quentin Johnson. I love it. QJ been dropping balls in camp. What do you think the coach is gonna say? Oh man, this guy's terrible.
I seen him catch the ball with his hands. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, he's probably catching it like this, off his chest.
You guys must be watching Velus Jones from the Bears.
Oh,
guy-
Mel's mad.
I don't know why. What?
Mel's mad. You drafted.
Aaron Rodgers. I got my second quarterback in the 14th. I don't know if Matthew Stafford's going to be able to stand tall
Hey,
another season.
I mean, I like Stafford. I think he can probably make it through the season. They don't got anybody else there really that's going to throw the ball. Hey, Kenny, this is I think Kenny's a new. Make sure you like and subscribe. Kenny, appreciate that. He asked, would you rather Chase or Amon-Ra full PPR? Also, would you rather Aaron Jones, Montgomery, or James Conner? So I mean, I guess I'll go here first. I mean, I am very high on Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it's because I believe that Goff is going to be healthy all year. Jamar Chase is really good, but he does really a lot better, I feel, when Higgins is not there. You know, I think Amon-Ra is just consistently consistent. I think it's going to be very close. I think to me, it's more your preference, how you want to build your team. You know, if you want to get the stack, you're better off going with Goff and Amon-Ra. You know, you can get Goff so much later. And then to me, out of those three running backs, I like Montgomery. I feel like he'll be healthy the most out of all of those. Where was that question? Yeah, I think Montgomery is the healthiest out of all three of those running backs. So, what are y'all's thoughts?
My thoughts is Amon-Ra always. I think that Dan Campbell's going to be more of a passing offense this season. They've already said it in training camp. Chase is a good option too. I mean, like you said, that's a personal preference. But when it goes to Aaron Jones is always hurt. He misses a lot of games. But I love Montgomery, as I said earlier, and I do like James Conner. James Conner put up some numbers last year. But again, he doesn't play every single game. He was out for a few weeks. I don't remember exactly how long, but he was out for a little bit. That's my take.
Yeah.
Rito,
Look, when it comes to Amon and Chase, look, you can't go wrong either way.
Rito, you're on the clock too, by the way. I don't know.
Oh, what am I French?
10 seconds.
Go ahead, Pete.
I'm gonna go Chase Brown. Like, so yeah, Amon Ra's great. He's got great hands. He does a lot, and they are going to be a passing offense. But you're going to have Laporta. They got way more weapons, and they're going to be running screen passes to Gibbs a lot. It's going to take away from Amon Ra. So I'm going to take Chase just because of that, and that's the only reason. And then back to the running backs, I got to go back to the question. I will go Montgomery because Montgomery does stay healthy, and Connor and Jones have lately been having problems staying healthy. So I watched Montgomery here in Chicago for a long time, or not a long time, for a while, and that guy can run the ball, and he's just like a little bowling ball. He just mows everybody down.
Yep, I agree.
Chase is that dude, but like JC said, T. Higgins changes things.
Between the two, look, here's my one concern and everything and stuff like that is with Chase, you got Burrow that's coming back from his wrist injury, hand injury, however you want to call it. And he's already said that this might be something that's like a lingering issue that could just flare up and stuff like that. So I'm a little concerned there and everything. But when it really comes down to it and stuff like that, I just like the potential right now and stuff like that, that just the way golf and Amon have been connecting and everything. Look, go back and check out over here in the chat. They were talking about watching receivers on Netflix and stuff like that. You know, they had a whole segment on Amon and stuff like that. And after
It was
watching,
good.
how can you not like what he's doing there and the potential? Look, he is so freaking hungry and stuff like that to be picked as a pro Pro Bowl and stuff like that. And he keeps on getting nipped in the butt and stuff where he doesn't make it. He's driving to get that number one receiver, and that's something I really love about it.
Yeah, he's got that drive. He's got the hustle. Yeah, I agree.
Where you going, Pete? You got two
Pete,
more.
you're on the
picks,
clock.
Pete.
Pete, no pressure.
Uh,
Pete, you're on the clock.
You know what?
30
Just
seconds.
Just 'cause. I believe in him. I'm going to believe in him.
Good. Good.
All right, everybody. We're getting close to being rounded out here. We're gonna go through and talk about some of these teams. But remember, we are giving away the fantasy football consistency guide. Someone's gonna get one for free. We're gonna do a duck race. So in the chat, put hashtag Sniper Mel. Do a shout out to Sniper Mel tonight. Hashtag Sniper Mel. Put that in the chat if you want a chance to win the consistency guide. And if you've already won, don't put it in there, Mel. I know you've already won.
She said what?
Put Sniper Mel in the chat if you want to win. If you want a chance at winning a consistency guide. Write those names for me down for me, Pete.
I already got you.
Greg Kellogg.
Hey, give it up to my guy Andrew. Met him at the Chicago draft.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Glenn said, good luck, everybody. He is out.
Thanks for joining us, Clint.
Appreciate you, Clint.
Coming in.
Dang, guess who's still on the board and probably is not going to be drafted?
Rashad Bateman.
You got it.
Well, I was, but then
I thought he was gonna go the last pick.
All about having good times, Andrew. That's what we're all about. Anthony said, still too many Packers, Mel, but overall I like the squad, and you know my feeling on Dylan. His squads are too big. They are too friggin' big. All right, who is gonna be?
hey,
Mr. Irrelevant. Let's see it.
Rashad Bateman, do it.
It's not gonna be Bateman.
Do it.
He hates him that much.
It's not gonna be him.
Hey, do what I did. Draft with your finger, not your heart.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I would have had Colin Murray, I'd be going Dortch here. But there's no point in having two receivers from that team.
Is Hawkinson available? Oh no, he's gone. Let me tell you who's good.
He's not gonna be back for a while. They said.
You got 22 seconds. Pierce is there. Hey, Taysom Hill.
I got somebody in my queue. It's not
Dude,
gonna.
you need a tight end.
I got a tight end. I got Schultz.
You're the only one with one tight end.
Okay, I don't need two. This is a redraft league.
I only got one too. You don't need to.
Dylan Laube. Dylan Laube, the number one running back in Vegas.
We're just like, yeah,
Severe White.
I like the pick. I would have made him two. I would have picked him two if I didn't need another QB and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a single draft. I could have been fine with one QB and everything and stuff. So, just a preference. I like that pick. That's one thing. Like knowing JC and everything, I know how he thinks and stuff like that. And I mean, we're on the same on some players and stuff. But obviously, we're going to be off on some players not agreeing on and stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, look, Dylan Laube is a great pickup and stuff, and on a last round flyer. You'll never go wrong with something like that, because if he doesn't hit, you know what? Throw him back into the pool, and he could end up picking up Brandon Cooks.
Yep, I don't mind that either. Brandon Cooks is still out there. I'd rather have him than Bateman. I'll tell you that. Man, Brandon Cooks could still have a huge year.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over some teams real quick. Like I said in the chat, if anybody wants a chance to win a consistency guide written by Bob Lung, the guy who does the Fantasy Football Expo, number one seller on Amazon, just put hashtag Sniper Mel, put that in the chat if you want a chance to win draft guide. Sweet. There's not a lot of people doing it tonight. People are going to get a good chance of winning one. All right. Mel said she wanted us to go over her team real quick. So here is her team. I wish it would let us just kind of pull her team up.
Yeah, like drafters.
Oh, yeah, like drafters. All right. She went Jordan Love. Then she went Pacheco, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Aaron Jones. She went Hollywood Brown, Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs. That's a lot. I mean, you got your stack here with Love. Njoku, too many tight ends here, I believe. Way too many tight ends. Mel, you're not drafted, so you got to get away from that mindset of best ball. Because honestly, if you're drafting George Kittle, you don't need Njoku and you don't need Musgrave. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're spending that high on a tight end, there's no point in spending on other tight ends unless you're planning on playing those tight ends in your flex. And I mean, honestly, you might be doing that with this team. Because I mean, here you're looking at your wide receivers. So you're going to be starting Deebo, and it's going to be between Hollywood and Jaden Reed and Dobbs. And you're going to have to pick between Dobbs and Jaden Reed every single week.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have three flex spots. Aaron Jones, Pacheco. I mean, Elliott and Dylan probably won't even get onto your team. They probably won't. Maybe Elliott, but Dylan definitely won't. Clyde definitely won't. Ricky Pearsall and Mike Williams. I mean, Mike Williams, you're hoping that he gets healthy. There's a lot of risk with this team. But, I mean, it's not bad. No, it's just gonna be you're gonna have a lot of decisions I feel to make on this team, and you're not gonna like. Yeah, B minus. B minus. Yeah, it's Mel. I feel like if you would have been instead of going Jordan Love in the first round, you would have grabbed another receiver right away in that first round, and then took Jordan Love later. I think this instead of taking if you wanted to go Love, you probably could have got him. Let's see who went before him. Let's see. Yeah, you probably could have got Jordan Love here where you took, Hollywood Brown. Could have got a different receiver here. You could have gone Puka Nacua here. And you could have
gone Jonathan Taylor there.
Yeah, but she likes Pacheco. She's a big Pacheco person. But, you could have grabbed any other receiver here. Had a solid start. Had 2 solid receivers. Still got your Green Bay guys. Went away from, Hollywood Brown. And this team, I think, would have looked a lot better. But that's just my 2 cents for you there, Mel. Yeah, Love would have been there. He would have been there later than the third. Mahomes was still there. Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, CJ Stroud. He would have been there he probably would have still been there after those guys.
So if you're worried that you're going to get sniped, don't always jump. Just you're going to get sniped, and then move on to whatever you got.
Play the board.
Because you're not doing justice to yourself.
If you want real, advice, Mel, Jordan Love, 100%. If he finishes as the quarterback 1, awesome. You did really good at projecting that happening, but it's better to have that quarterback finish as quarterback 1 and you're getting him at quarterback 6 value. You know what I'm saying? The value is what you want to get. That's how you get the upside on your players. That's just what I'm trying to say, Mel. So one thing is get away from that best ball mindset, because you have to manage your team. So there's no reason for all those tight ends. There's going to be tight ends in the waiver wire. If you need somebody, like I said, if you draft a tight end that high, you're really only looking for another tight end just to be, your bye week guy. So those are just my 2 thoughts on that.
She said we all would know. Again, you can't think that way. That's not how you got to go in there drafting. When you go in there drafting, that's why you got to have a mindset. If you don't have something on paper in a book or whatever, you got to have your little checklist. And if somebody's taken, then so what? You got to move on to the next best player that you think's going to be there. That's just how you got to draft. If you're always drafting because you're scared somebody's going to take them, you're going to be drafting way out.
You're just going to put yourself in a position where you're going to have to make a very hard decision going 50-50 either way.
No, there's
what you don't want to do.
There's nobody else drafting him. There's nobody else that's going to draft him over Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson, Pat Mahomes, CJ Stroud, Jalen Hurts. There's no.
Just because he got paid to be and he's the number 1 paid quarterback in the NFL doesn't mean he's the number 1 quarterback in fantasy football.
The one thing that I am big on in fantasy is my number 1 thing. I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan, and I very rarely draft Dallas Cowboys because you just got to take out that love for the team or hate for the team. Like Eagles, I will draft a player. I do have Jalen Hurts in a few of my dynasty leagues. You got to take that emotion away from it, because then you're just putting yourself in a tight position. And we don't want to see you do that. You've drafted other teams before, and I understand because we always do pick on her.
You know what you're doing.
Love. You definitely know what you're doing.
You're good.
That's what she's doing. I just get your guys, but you also want to, you want the value. you want to, if you're projecting them to be number 1, but you can get them as a QB 6, then the value you got him at is insane on where he finished. That's what you trying to get you.
You could have got him on the turnaround, even if you didn't take him number 1, you could have got him with your second pick.
TJ, if he said if I drafted all Vikings players, I would never win money. This year,
Cowboys.
All right, let's look at who else can we look at here. let's talk about Greg's here. So Greg here, he's got Jahmyr Gibbs, Derrick Henry. So he basically faded wide receiver until the 5th round. And I just want you to know, Greg, that Dave Richards has Zay Flowers on his do not draft list. Just a little heads up from CBS. He's from CBS Sports. I think he drafts in the Kings Classic. So he went Gibbs, Derrick Henry, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. That's a fun, Patrick Mahomes, Kelce, little stack there. Then he goes Dave Flowers, Christian Kirk, Curtis Samuel. Then he went Christian Watson. A lot of C's here. Christian Kirk, Curtis Samuel, Christian Watson. And then he went Tajay Spears, Jerome Ford, Kimani Vidal, Mario Douglas, who I think will actually be the one in New England. Justin Herbert this late is really awesome. And then, Mike Wilson, DJ Chark, Noah Fant. So he gets DJ Chark with Justin Herbert. That's late stack there. That's kind of nice. I like this team. It's a fun build. Jerome Ford this late is nice. Obviously Nick Chubb comes back, but you don't know how healthy he's going to be. Tajay Spears, he's fighting. We got to see who's going to be the guy there. They're probably going to share. I'm worried about Christian Watson. Curtis Samuel has a lot of opportunity to shine. Christian Kirk as well. Zay Flowers, I'm a little bit of wishy-washy on. But all around, this team's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's big on Kimani Vidal. He thinks this guy's going to be really good for the Chargers.
Woo! Noah Fant might outscore Kelce this year. That is bold, and I like it.
Is he drinking? Are you drunk?
Are you drunk? Chubb is on the pup. I agree. But, yeah, he looks like he's ready to come back. Not bad.
Waits like that. Shit.
Rotten Rose is in here. That's your guy.
Yeah.
Talk about his team a little bit.
Got Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Austin Eckler, Jalen Hurts, which is a good pick. Najee Harris, who I do think will have a good year. I don't think the QB situation will affect him very much. Either it'll be Wilson or Fields. Hopefully it's Fields. Keenan Allen, I'm personally not in on him on anything. I haven't drafted him once this year, actually. Mock or real. But Tony Pollard, everybody's saying he's going to have a monster year. I know what he did in Dallas. Maybe I'm a little biased on that. But he was no Ezekiel Elliott. He was better when Zeke was there. And then when he took the one spot, he looked terrified. And that's what I don't want to see in a running back. But you got him in the, it looks like, 8th round. Okay, not bad. What else? We got Blake Corum, who I know Greg is jumping up and down right now. Freiermuth, good pick. You got Adam Thielen, Russell Wilson. Is that Russell Wilson?
No, Roman
Wilson. Sorry. I'm on my laptop. It's like small. Franklin, Robinson, Mitchell, and Johnson. I think it's a good squad. I think it's a good squad.
It's a good squad and everything, but you could have got Eckler probably 3 rounds later.
Yep.
He had the opportunity to pick up James Cook over Austin Eckler and everything. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, look, Eckler is going to be an involved player and stuff like that, but I'm a little bit more higher on Brian Robinson as the starting running back. He's been with this team. He has a good opportunity. It's kind of like what's the difference of the running back that was there last year that's now with the Patriots and everything. Look, Eckler and him are kind of the same kind of running back and everything. Yeah, Eckler has a bigger name and everything, but look, there's a reason why the Chargers moved on from him and stuff like that too. He's going to be a solid player, but you also could have drafted him about 3 rounds later and took another opportunity like with James Cook or somebody else at that point.
Appreciate you, Fantasy Dog. Appreciate you. Hey, let's get Fantasy Dog into the drawing. Appreciate you, Ivan. Hey,
Go ahead.
Just real quick. I know we got some people in here commenting. Make sure if you want to get in here, we're doing a giveaway. So get in here if you want to get your chance to get a consistency guide from Bob Lung. All you gotta do is type hashtag SniperMel in the chat. That's That's all you gotta do. Be subscribed would be appreciated too, fam. All right, go ahead.
Eckler's going. I think Washington overall is going to have a monster year. They got Jalen Daniels. They got Eckler. They got did it again? The receiver. They have who's their number 2 running back? Robinson, number 1. Who knows? I think, and they got DQ now as their head coach. And being a Cowboys fan, knowing DQ and how he runs, I think that he's going to take that team far. Maybe not this year, but I think in the coming years. So I don't think it was a bad pick. Yeah, you probably could have gotten him 3 rounds later-ish, but I still think there's still good value in that.
He'll lead them to the Super Bowl. Then
Eckler? No, I don't think
No.
Eckler would lead him.
DQ and Quinn, and then not show
I think
up
he could.
second
Oh,
half,
I think he could. I
like
think
he
he
did with
could.
the Falcons, just
Yeah,
not show up in the second half.
28-3. We all remember that game.
All right, let's talk about someone else's team. Not a bad team. Yeah, I agree 100%. I would rather have James Cook over Austin Eckler there. I mean, even Kenneth Walker. I mean, shoot, a lot of people here I'd rather have. I mean, Eckler, yeah, definitely you can get him way down here. You probably could have got him back down here. Good, Keenan Allen. All right, let's see here. Let's hop over here. Let's go to Andrew's team. Let's talk about Andrew's team. I know he rolled out. I think Andrew rolled out, right?
No,
No, I think that was Clint.
he's in there waiting.
All right.
Clint
Let's
rolled
get
out.
Yeah, Clint rolled out. All right, let's talk about Andrew's team. So Andrew went Justin Jefferson. I know he got auto-picked that, but still a good pick. Davon Achan. DK Metcalf, who y'all know I'm very, very high on. Anthony Richardson, who could finish as the quarterback 1 this year if he can stay healthy. Kyle Pitts. Everybody's still got that. You know, everyone's still waiting. Year 4, is this the year? Is it going to be this year? It could always be next year. I mean, we keep saying it. It's always next.
He's got a capable quarterback now.
He does, if he can stay healthy. All right, so then we've got Ladd McConkey, who I really like. I mean, I like his receiver build. You know,
Wow.
Deontay Johnson here as his 4 is awesome. Then you got Jalen Warren, Chase Brown. They both have potential to take over as the number 1 guy. TJ Hawkinson this late's great. Jameson Williams, I don't know. I'm still not sure. Baker here, like Baker could be, he could even finish as the 1 on New England. I mean, there's really opportunity for anybody here to be the 1 there. Trevor Lawrence this late is nice. Ray Davis, Ray Davis could fill in and get some of those, goal line work stuff. Then you got Gabe Davis and Khalil Herbert. I like Gabe Davis this late. I thought about him, over Dotson, but I'm like, man, I can't. Dotson's got. I got Jaden Daniels too, so it's a nice little stack.
I love his picks. Khalil Herbert at 16. That's like a coin toss there because he's fighting for his job. Roshan Johnson's, I'm telling you, he's going to be the number 2 back. He's going to be that goal line back. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if Khalil Herbert gets traded before the season starts. So look out for it.
It's a good take. I mean, shoot. I like it. Any other thoughts on this team?
Yeah, here's my only thing. And this is me personally and stuff like that. I'm not high on McConkey. We got to see what he's going to be and stuff like that. Maybe if Stetson Bennett was thrown it to him, I'd be a little bit more higher on him and everything. But look, 5th round and everything for a rookie that is not a lot of targets. I mean, I do like Josh Palmer, and I mean, look, I know people aren't talking about it and stuff like that, but I want to see something before I draft him that high. Maybe I'd be better with him going down maybe after Chase Brown, picking up that later. But I know people are high on him, so it's driving his status, his stock status up and everything and stuff. And it's just one of those receivers I can't be all in at that point of the draft.
He's a perfect player for what Justin Herbert does. Like he's gonna be his favorite guy. I'm telling you. Like I think everybody else is just kind of that. Just another receiver, like he's gonna miss Keenan Allen and Conklin, or McConkey is gonna fill in right in for that. Like, he's gonna be the guy that he falls in love with. I'm telling you, it's just
I'd be more comfortable drafting them in the best ball format.
Yeah, I feel
Redraft and stuff like that. Because you guys got to remember this: we're drafting a redraft. Look, not everybody's going to have the same take and everything, and not everybody's going to have it. Just to me, he's more of a best ball, obviously a dynasty kind of pick and everything. For redraft, I'm probably holding off maybe two more rounds.
I don't know if he's going to fall that far.
And it's probably not and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying. That's a big thing about redrafts and stuff like that. People start driving them up and everything. And it just really depends on, once we start seeing preseason and everything, you can see him start dropping and everything, It just depends on see what happens going into preseason and all that.
Yeah, I agree. I like the upside because, even if you want to get a stack, man, you can get Herbert so late. And if you can get him, to be the guy, I just don't have a lot of faith. I mean, I feel like I was drafting a lot of, Palmer earlier, and then I started looking at some of his stats. I'm like, this is he's like a poor man's Mike Williams. Like, he's gonna have those big boom weeks, but he's gonna have very, very few big boom weeks. And with Quentin Johnson, I'm not. I just feel like Ladd's gonna be a breath of fresh air coming in, and Justin Herbert's going to fall in love with him quickly, and one of those tight ends are going to be the other guys who kind of get the looks.
Yeah, I agree. But sit here and think about this. Where is Trevor Lawrence getting drafted at? He is down there in the 10th round or later now and stuff like that. It's because nobody knows what his receiving core is going to be and everything. So with him falling that low and everything, it just tends to trend that, okay, well, if he's trending that low and stuff like that, maybe his receivers should be down a little bit lower than that.
Who's gonna be the tight end there at for the Chargers? Who is the Chargers tight end this year? Let me look. Does anybody know off the top of their head?
No, off the top of my head.
Hayden Hurst.
Hurst.
Oh. Hayden Hurst Helmsley, Triple H.
And I didn't have to Google it.
I like that, man. He might be.
Yeah, right on. He might be a sleeper that you might want to look at.
I actually don't hate that. He was fun in Carolina. I don't hate that. Like, especially in best ball, that might be fun. I might start drafting him late in best ball here, Pete. All right, let's get to the next team. We got to get rolling here. Let's go over Duarte's real quick. So he's got beat on what?
Hold on, Rosalito. Trevor can't be a bust. He's not a bust.
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
I don't think how can he be a bust that late?
He said he's on. That's what I'm saying. He said he's on pace to be a bust. How?
In the 13th round? I mean, what is he, quarterback? Shoot, at that point, he's got to be quarterback like 13, 14. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So QB 17. He's drafted at QB 17. If he busts at QB 17, I don't think he's an NFL bust either. You just got to look at, man, he got screwed so hard when he came in. Think about being a quarterback where you never lost in high school. I think he only lost once in college. And then you go to an NFL team who has one of the worst coaching staff for him to come into. And then his number one guy goes down in ETN. Like, it's just a lot of bad situations that happens for him. And, like, he just doesn't have anybody to help him develop. I mean, I don't know. I think Trevor Lawrence is a good talent. It's just a bad situation.
Yeah, I agree. Greg says he was seen as the next coming. They say that every year about every quarterback. Oh, I'm so tired of that word. Generational. Ugh.
You got to remember who the coach was for both of these, Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence. It's Mike Sweeney. Dude, come on now. Sweeney over for Clemson, he's the worst. The dude, he goes, Deshaun Watson's going to be the next Michael Jordan in the NFL.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Crazy deep.
That's a
Dabo.
lot to say about a player, but he was one of the most consistent quarterbacks for 3 years straight. He finished as the quarterback 5. So like talking about consistency, he drafted for consistent there. All right, let's talk about Duarte's real quick. We got another show at 9. Whoop, whoop. Drafters After Dark. All right, so we got Bijan Robinson and then Rashad White, Brandon Ayuk, Jalen Waddle, Tank Dell. I mean, this is a good start. Ingram, this is a great start. Then he goes Joe Burrow, DeAndre Hopkins, Devin Singletary, and then he's just going back and forth here. Then you got Adonai Mitchell, Jalen McLaughlin, who I really like, Kirk Cousins, Cole Kmet. Dude, you know I love Jalen McMillan.
Yeah.
Huge on McMillan. Then we got Tyrone Tracy, who's going to be, he could potentially fill in for if Singletary's not the guy, so it's kind of nice to back him up there. Then Luke McCaffrey, quarterback turned to wide receiver.
I like it.
Give me some
I
thoughts.
Yeah, so here's my thinking on this. Look, I love the way he started this draft out, and so here's a little insight that I do, especially on sleepers. You could do it in other leagues, but I'll give you a prime example and stuff like that. So if one of you guys would do me a favor and click on Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Oops, I click on Dell.
Okay, so here's a prime example. Like when you're drafting and everything, especially, okay, you're looking at ADP, you're looking at their fantasy points. The one thing I look at, like, is I go in here and I click on history.
Yep.
And this gives you guys like what they're scoring on it, and sit here and think about it. Like Evan Ingram and stuff like that. Look what he did last year, and you lost Calvin Ridley. Look, you lost some targets and everything. And they did pick up Brian Thomas and everything, but who do you think is going to pick up these targets and everything? Ingram is a good choice where I go back and look at the history because it is based off the your scoring system and everything. Where there's really kids like say Scott Fishbowl or even FF7 and everything is looking at the history of these players and stuff like that because it also trends. You see trends like, are they going up or are they going down and everything? So looking at that is like one of these key things that if you really want to get a leg up, make sure you're looking at these stats that they have here available for you. But just to go back, I mean, you can click off of them and everything. But look, solid squad from the top. My only concern is he drafted a lot of young guys, a lot of rookies in the back half of the year. For the second half of the year, hoping that they're going to trend the right direction and everything. And you just don't know and stuff like that. So if he has players that are starting out at the beginning of the season, he has some early buys, it's going to be real tough to plug those players in depending on how they're fitting and everything. So one of those key things that you got to look at when you're drafting.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I agree here. I love the way he started. 1 through 6 is great. I mean, to me, I'm not drafting Joe Burrow unless I get a guy to go with him. I feel like I can wait on quarterback a little bit here. I mean, he could have got let's see, Tua Tagovailoa. He could have got where he grabbed Adonai Mitchell. Let's see. Yeah, he definitely could have got him here. I mean, I think I would have liked that better, and then grabbed another either running back here. Like, I think that upside's better, right? I mean, I like him better than. So if he would have went, let's see who. I guess not Mostert, Chubb, Pollard, Warren. Yeah, I guess maybe not. Maybe another receiver here, Deontay Johnson. Does that look nice as a 3 over Hopkins?
Yeah, he definitely could have got another wide receiver in there. You didn't need 5 running backs. And
I mean, I think it's going to be a good team. I agree with you here, though. Some of these guys here down here, you're hoping. I mean, you've already got Singletary. I mean, maybe pass on Singletary, right? You're hoping that Tracy's the guy who comes out. Maybe grab somebody else instead of Singletary. Sometimes it's almost better, to bet on the handcuffs who you believe are going to take over that one spot instead of taking that guy and having both of them You know, that's just something I think about. You know, I got Ty Chandler, right, but I don't have Aaron Jones because I believe that, or I know for a fact that Aaron Jones is going to get hurt. You know, we all knew Dalvin Cook was going to get hurt. You know, during the year, it's just what happens in Minnesota. All right, let's talk a little bit. Tell me a little bit about your team there, Frito.
Yeah, so like I said, it really depends on where you're drafted in the league and stuff and how it falls in. Typically, I wouldn't have drafted a tight end in the third round, but when you got Sam Laporta sitting there, especially at the options that time, I was debating running back at that time because I tend to lean heavier towards running back. But the one thing for me, I always do when I'm drafting, if I'm drafting in the first half, I tend to kind of do that superhero running back, and then get some other options and kind of balance my team. If you're drafting first half, I'm more about balance, having good players at each position. So look, I know a lot of people are not as high on Diggs and everything, but look, he's he 1A, 1B, however you want to look at it. He is going to be the 1 or 2 there. He's not going to be the 3 there. He is playing for a contract and stuff like that because it's basically a 1-year deal that he's here with the Texans and everything. So drafting him in the 4th round, I mean, last year he was going in the 2nd round and everything. So look, it just depends on what your take is on Diggs. I'm a little bit more higher on Diggs than normal people and everything. And then to follow it up with Kenneth Walker and Stevenson, look, those are lead backs on their team and everything. I know people are saying Charbonnet is going to take some, but look, Kenneth Walker is given the opportunity and stays healthy, he could be a top 5 running back within the league and everything. Stevenson is going to get every opportunity in New England. And then, like I said, once past that point, look, I'm looking at players that are going to give me consistently 10 points. Okay. Jackson Smith-Njigba he's still the 3rd guy there. I get it and everything, but he can be that player if Lockett goes down or Metcalf goes down. He automatically jumps into that role and everything. So he's going to be one of those players I'm kind of flexing depending with my rest of my positions, Jacoby Myers, Chuba Hubbard, and stuff like that. Look, it's just the way I build my team. I want more consistency than ceiling and floor. That's what your first 3 picks are for, is to go get those players that are going to get you that 15 plus range and stuff like that on a more consistent basis. And then, like I said, Jared Goff late. I always wait on QBs. And at that point and stuff like that, look, it was time for me to go ahead and pick up Goff since I had Sam Laporta and everything. So a good stack there. And then, like I said, look, I'm just following up with players that I'm looking for consistency and stuff like that. Judy, Dobbins, just given the opportunity and in that offense until he gets hurt. Look, I'm going to take a chance with him and everything. Downs, look, that was a last minute pick because I was running out of time. I probably wouldn't have taken him there and everything, but I'm all right with it.
I mean, you sniped me. I like Downs. I think Downs this late is good value. I mean, Richardson get back. He is going to throw the ball. I mean, he's still going to throw the ball. He's not going to run the ball a ton. Pittman, I think Pittman was the factor of what Minshew had to do. I think Pittman is still kind of that guy who's probably a wide receiver 18 to 24. But the reason he finished is wide receiver 14 or lower was because, Minshew likes to throw the ball, and when he gets close to the end zone, he's going to run it in or do whatever he can. But, the person he depended on was that, Pittman. So I think that's why I want to see Minshew with Devonta Adams. I think that's going to be insane. Adams is like, me getting him in the 2nd round, I'm half man. If you can get Adams in the 2nd round, this shit's wild.
Yeah. Overall, man, look, when I'm drafting and stuff like that, it's more of a balance depending on what part of the draft I'm in. Anytime I'm in the front of it, I'm always going for more of a balanced team.
No, I like your team, dude. Hot takes, all I know is yours is a B-.
Absolutely a B-.
Oh, I got to get Hot Take in here, too. I don't know. Did Hot Take win one yet? Does he want to draft? I don't think so.
No.
I got Rosalito De La Cruz in here with your stack in here. Burrito Bandido, you want a chance at winning a draft guide?
I already won one.
Yeah,
you did. Mr. Lucky, dude. You always it's you or Pete that starts winning stuff. No way.
I don't know. I haven't lately. So
Let me
Yeah, I
get
can ramble. I can ramble off a list of stuff I won from you guys. I'm sitting over here looking at this Kyle Pitts autographed helmet. That's pretty nice over there.
Yeah, I remember that. That was donated by somebody who was sitting right here, Mr. P himself. All right, let's see. Let's get a time. Let's get a time in here. Give me a time between 45 and 85. We'll get this duck race started. We got 8 people in here. Hot take I threw in here.
64.
64. All right, 64. Make it quick and easy.
dude, we gotta do drafters after dark after this.
Yeah.
I want to be
Very-
so sore from sitting.
All right. Let's do Greg's. Greg said 46.
Oh man, it's gonna be a long one.
Oh baby. Oh baby. We might just do one. We'll see. Cause I gotta get some shit done still. For our expo stuff. So all right, I'm gonna randomize this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Here we go.
Just remember, if you want to get into the next mock next week, Monday, hit us up. Hit myself or JC up, and we'll get you in. It's redraft season.
I think we're gonna do. I don't know if you guys would be interested in doing it, but
That 15-second.
no, I really want to do a
I don't know how to do that.
auction draft mock.
Oh,
Who's gonna be Greg? Oh, is it gonna be Greg?
It's gonna be Greg.
Very nice.
I'll take say, well, I ain't winning. Your buck was a B minus.
Got the B maxes out. All right, Greg. I'll send you a draft guide. Like I said, we give one of these, we give a one away every single Monday. So also, if anybody wants to, like drafters after dark is what we get into later. We're gonna be getting into that in about 10 minutes, but we do some we do some trivia. So movie trivia. I think we decided on watching was it 1, 2, and 3 of Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Probably gonna be doing that, and then we do a $15 ticket giveaway on Fridays for drafters. So come prepared. Like I said, be involved throughout the week when we're on, and then come prepared on Friday. So we do a giveaway, and that's all with trivia. So that's how we roll.
It's really laid back. It's fun.
Hey,
I love it.
it's next Monday, and like I said, drafters after dark. We're gonna be giving away I think it's either way we do $15 ticket or a $15 voucher into a break.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we've kind of been doing. So
Yeah,
keep-
Rich. So we're now doing a $15 voucher towards a break on Fridays if you win.
For what?
yeah, either
drafters
a
after dark.
either a $15 entry into drafters, the 500 basically first $500,000 to first, or $15 voucher into one of the breaks that we're doing.
It's just basically we're doing a duck race. You can either win the $15 ticket to the
Appreciate it, Fantasy Dogs. Lee's a good guy. Yeah.
fantasy, or you could win a $15 voucher to a card break.
All right, I hear you.
Well, you too, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
Rich, for being
We're gonna
on
get
here.
we're gonna get us some $2 after this, some $2 drafts. But yeah, Rich, appreciate you coming on, bud.
Got to do this more.
Yeah, Rich.
Expo,
Good
but
to see you, man.
appreciate
But
you.
hey, guys, I appreciate you letting me jump on everything. Look, this is all about supporting others, other teams, and everything. And look, we're all in here to try to help each other out. Look,
Oh, yeah.
not everybody's takes are going to be everybody's takes and stuff like that. That's what's so beautiful about fantasy football and listening to everybody on here, is coming on and having a good time and everything. So, once again, I do appreciate you guys. Look, one more time, if you don't, guys allow me. Look, Toilets to Titles, look, team I'm with and everything. Look, we've been around for a while and stuff like that. We've slowly grown everything. We got good things. We do articles. We do sit and starts and everything. We got a league that we call the Frankenstein. It's a league like no other and everything. If you have an opportunity to jump in, hey, come join us, support us there as much as I'm going to support you guys and everything, and the rest of the team that you guys have built. So I really do appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Always appreciate you. Hey, how's your boy doing in football? I want to know that.
So starting linebacker for it's his senior year going into right now. They're on a senior trip. The whole football team, like 2 hours away. They're doing some rock climbing and all that, doing some brotherly bonding. You know how that was back in the days.
Oh yeah, you need that when you start playing football for sure. You need that on the field. That trust.
Yeah, I'm excited. Man. Senior year and stuff like that, man. It's one of those when you got kids and stuff like that, that old and stuff like that. That senior year is a magical year for your kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you're there to support them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Hey, like I said, this is the sports affiliation. We got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on throughout the week. So like and subscribe. Get on YouTube. We got the Twitter going. We got the Facebook going, and we also got
Discord.
Discord. And Pete's been rolling with the TikTok. So yeah, come check us out at the expo. We're gonna be at booth 14. So we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate everybody once again. We are out.